Hey YouTubers, this is Nicole again. I want to do my layout share from the kit I had put together from Crate Paper called, I think it's Knit Love, I think? No, Close Knit. It's called Close Knit. Really cute paper line, very family themed, and I had a lot of fun with it. And so this is the first layout that I put together, and I do want to mention that I did go to, with this kit I chose to catch up on my 2 Peas in a Bucket YouTube tutorial videos, and so all of these except for one, and I'll point that one out, all of these except for that one are scrap lifts from 2 Peas in a Bucket's YouTube channel. And so this is one of those, and I had done this video before, and it just wasn't, YouTube wasn't liking it, and so I don't know if it was too long or what, but I don't have my leftovers available anymore. I put them all away, but I'll try to point things out that I either completely used up or what I used up most of, those kinds of things, as I go along, if you watch the video where I put the kit together in the first place. So with this page, let's see, I had pulled 3 of those larger wood veneers, and this is one of them. I ended up using, I think, all but one. And then these were the darker wood veneers that came with the paper, the paper line. And I believe there were like, I think maybe 24, 25 pieces in the package, and I used up probably 2/3 of them, so I didn't have very many left. As you can see, there's 1 here, 3 down here, 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 and up here. And then I also used up, I think I used up all, I used up all of the borders. I used 3 of them on this page, just 1 down here, and they're just little, basically they're pieces of, like die cuts and pieces of paper sewed together is what they are. So there's 1 here, and then 1 here, and 1 up here. And then I used some stickers and different die cuts and did some layering around. And then I did use, and that was a flare that I'd pulled for the kit. And then I did use an Amy Tan stamp and just put it to the word, rolled it to the word remember, and then just kind of haphazardly stamped it around there. And then I did use some mist. I believe this was I think it was this one. Yep, I think it was the, I don't know if it was coffee. I think it was the Glimmer Mist Tattered Leather on that one. So I really like how that one turned out. The theme for 2 Peas for October was like all about me, and so a lot of their tutorials were about making a scrapbook page about yourself. And because of the theme of the paper line, I decided to go and try to scrapbook some of my photos from my youth. And so these are from when I was an itty bitty baby, and which is perfect with the vintage feel of the collection. So that was a lot of fun to do as well. So there's that one. I'll do a quick close up there. It's kind of hard to do close up the way I have it set up here, but there you go. And the thing I love about this collection, and actually the last maybe 2 or 3 years, I feel like it's made a transition. Back in the day, when you had a collection kit, it was like, you know, they would pick 3 colors and every paper would be those 3 colors or one of those 3 colors. So, you know, you'd get like a pink, white, and black collection, and it'd all be pink, white, and black. Nowadays, the collection kits are more eclectic, and they all go together, but they aren't always so matchy-matchy, and I really appreciate that because I can make 2 different layouts from the same collection of supplies look completely different. And there's a really good example of that with these 2 layouts here. So you would, you know, back at the way the collection kits used to be, you know, you wouldn't be able to have 2 layouts that look so completely different. But that's what I really love about the collection kits nowadays, is they're a lot more eclectic, and you can do more with them, and you can get different looks and not get so so bored with the collection as quickly as I used to anyway. So anyway, this is my second layout. And again, this was, I believe this was maybe a Chamel scrap lift from one of her Glitter Girl videos. And again, I just did a bunch of layering. I just grabbed a bunch of the die cuts, and I did use up all but one sticker of the 3D sticker sheet, or the the 3D, or the embellishment sheet. I had one sticker left, but these were from that, and I got those hearts used up. I did use up all of these glitter hearts from Dear Lizzy that were on toothpicks. I think there were 9 of them, and I used up all of them. I used up a good portion of the flare that I had pulled, and you can see there's quite a few on this page. I used up all but 2 of the brads. I had 2 left that I put back into my stash, and then I used up a good portion of the little Prima houses that I had added to the kit. And there's another one of those, the borders. Here's some of the chipboard from the chipboard sheet. I had quite a bit of the chipboard sheet and the sticker sheet left from the paper line, but I did get some used up. So, and then there's an old clothespin die cut, and just a bunch of die cuts and tags. And then this is another wood veneer card that I had added to the kit as well. So a lot of fun. See if there's anything else. The 2 12x12 sticker sheets I added to the kit. I'm trying to think of what, I can't remember what lines they were. I think these are the only stickers that I used from them. And I had mentioned that I had plenty to start with, and I didn't necessarily need to add to it. I just wanted to try to use up some older stuff, but I found out quickly that I didn't need to do that because I had plenty of supplies to start with. So anyway, so that's that one. Okay, so here is my next layout, and this one was a lot of fun, and I did add some extras in for this one. I came across this video on the 2Ps YouTube site, and love the idea. The frames that I had pulled from my kit, or that were on the chipboard sheet, didn't all completely quite work. So I did end up adding in a few of these frames. I think the 2 Dear Lizzy ones, this one and this one, I had pulled for the kit. I did use all 3 that I had added to the kit. I did use all 3 of those up, which is great. Those are the I said Maggie Holmes, right? Maggie Holmes ones. And then, but I did pull in, I believe, like this one, and this one, this Dear Lizzy one. I think I pulled in all the other ones. This was from the chipboard sheet. Okay, sorry about that. And then I did also add in these wood veneers. I actually got them in the mail after I put the kit together, and they just fit these frames perfectly, and so I did add those in as well. But everything else, I think, is from the kit. Again, I used some more of the Dear Lizzy glitter hearts that were on toothpicks, some more of the wood veneers, and then in this one, and this one, I have the like transparencies, the like Instagram transparencies. I think the package that was in the collection was, I think there were maybe 15 of them, and I maybe had, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 left. So I used about half of them probably. This is one of the borders, and then from the 3D sheet here and here. This is one of the, is it a die cut or was it it was a die cut, I think, yeah. And then just a bunch of the chipboards, and there's another border, and just a bunch of layers. That was from the sticker sheet there. See if I'm missing anything there. So yeah, this one was a lot of fun. I really liked, I just liked the concept, and it allowed me to use up a lot of frames because I have a ton of them and need to get them used up. So just really like how that one turned out. A lot of fun. And I was able to use up some scraps of paper too by backing the frames with those. Okay. And here's another one, and this was a lot of fun. This is one of those Rana Fair transparency, or I think, no, it's not really vellum. I think it's transparency. I had 3 borders that were all on one sheet together that I added to the kit that I've had for years and wanted to use up. I used up 2 of the 3. So this is one of them. And so I just did the photo here, and then it did some layering above and below, and then kind of over this way. And it's actually a really funny photo. That's me as a baby, and my brother was must have been taking a bath and popped in to adore me. And and my mom had caught the picture, so I used this wood veneer heart to cover the private area there, and then did one of the other dark wood veneers of the house here, because that was a house I spent a lot of time in growing up, and flare there. And then here I used one of the chipboard stickers. This was from the 3D embellishment sheet, and then just again layers of some more stickers and die cuts there. So a lot of fun. I need to trim that. I notice this very top here needs to be trimmed a little bit, but all right. I'll save that one for last. Let's do this one here. Okay, this one, I love how this one turned out. I did something a little different here, and this is actually my own deal. I didn't copy this from anybody. Instead of having an equal border around, I just did an equal border on two sides, and then had this flush to the edge. And again, here's where I used that last Maggie Holmes frame, and I used one of the overlays on that one. I did use the Amy Tan stitching template this one time here. And then I just layered, I used up some of the, some washi tape. I think this was the last border down here, and then I put a different die cut over it because that navy blue really wasn't in the rest of the layout at all. And then I just did some layering here, and I did use a good majority of the gold hearts from the Pink Paisley Luxe design, or Luxe rub-on sheet that I had pulled. So just again used a bunch of washi and stickers and die cuts, and then up here as well. So there's that one. Very fun. Okay. And this one was a lot of fun. Here I used the second of the Rana Fair vellum borders, and I did add in a couple supplies to this one as well. This was on the 3D sticker sheet, and it was tricky because the pink is completely different from the pink in the rest of the line. It's a lot brighter, and I suppose just because it's on fabric maybe. So what I did was I made it work, but I used the brads, and then I pulled in some of my own brads to kind of pull in that brighter pink color. But then I did mesh it with like this reddish pink, which was fine because this button was like, I think supposed to be the reddish pink color. It's a little bit more red than the paper is, but it worked out fine, I think. And so I just kind of did a cluster here and then worked this way. I did use the stencil that I had pulled and spray misted. It was a Heidi Swap mist, and then I misted along the edges as well, and then just added I did pull in these little doggy wood veneers there, and then I added in this brad, and this brad, just to get the color combination a little bit more cohesive in there with that brighter pink and the colors I had gone with. And so, but this brad and these two brads are from the line, and then these were, this was from a My Mind's Eye sticker sheet that I had pulled, and then that one as well. So I used up two of the My Mind's Eye stickers, and then this was from a die cut from the line. So just a pad or a scrap of paper, and then actually 2 scraps of paper and the flower here, and then I journaled underneath there. So turned out really fun. There you go. I did, hope I didn't do any other splattering, I just did the misting. So fun stuff. Okay, then this last one, it actually started off as a Chamel scrap lift, and then ended up kind of turning into something else. So it was a classic situation of I had a starting point, and then I went my own direction with it. Since I had already pulled a pile of these for that other layout that I showed you, I had kept them on my table just so I could use them. I just got them and I loved them. And the point of this layout was to do an all about like a me right now kind of page, and so that was in my mind. And I was looking through those little wood veneers and realized that a lot of them are like daily life themed. And so I'm like, oh, it'd be perfect to use a bunch of these together and to symbolize different parts of my life. And so I basically just then added the photo, and I did an overlay on the photo, and then I did a bunch of layering underneath and on top here of die cut stickers, washi, the brads. I used up some flare, and I also used up the last 3 of the glitter hearts from the Dear Lizzie. But I basically just then spread these out, and whatever word or image was on that particular card, I then just journaled stuff on top of it, basically. And it looks kind of messy, and it isn't necessarily very pleasing to the eye, but I think this is one of those layouts that I'm going to look back on and love and be so happy that I did, and I'm going to love it because I'm going to have all these memories related to these different things. So, for instance, I have this picture of a smartphone, and so I put smartphone, Facebook, Candy Crush, Twitter, YouTube, and those are the things I spend a lot of time on, and I think it's going to be fun to go back and say, hey, remember when I was playing Candy Crush a lot, and those kinds of things. Here I have this picture of coffee, and so I put my favorite kind of coffee, and I have the Keurig, and Heavenly Grounds is the coffee shop that's in my building, and Starbucks iced coffee, I make it for myself at home, and so anyway, so I just did that with a bunch of the different words, and thought that was a great way to document a little bit about me right now at my age and where I'm at in my life. So, so yeah, so that turned out to be a lot of fun. And then I did add in some enamel dots just to, and some sprinkles of different colors of mist. I don't know if you can see that up there or not, so there's those. So yeah, so a lot of fun. I think I'm going to enjoy going in, 10 years or so, I'm going to enjoy going back to this layout, and it's going to bring about some really fun memories for me. So, anyway, that is it. I think that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layouts. So not too bad. 7... I think it's pretty good. I definitely could have made more, but I was just ready to be done with it and move on to something else. So, so I'm going to keep working on my Halloween kit. I don't know how many I'm going to get done. I'm already kind of burnt out on it. I've only made 2, but we'll see if I'm in a better mood tomorrow to work on it. Otherwise, I have the Amy Tan kit that I just put together. I might maybe take a break and work on that for a little bit as well. And so I will be back soon with a layout share. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.